guest is a self-made billionaire. Now he's starring in ABC's new reality show, The Benefactor. Please welcome Mark Cuban. Right off the bat, you are a billionaire. Why are you doing a reality TV show? You don't have to do a reality TV show.
But I love hearing people say that.
Billionaire! Can I have $600,000? Come on, please, huh? Can I, please? It means nothing to you.
That's some fun, yeah.
You've got that on your night table in quarters. No, seriously, why? Why a reality show? You should be hot air ballooning or watching gold robots battle each other.
You know, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I've had the chance to do so many things. I just don't want to be 90 years old and look back and say, that might have been fun, you know, doing that. And so that's why I put it together.
So you do this, and let me understand the concept here. You get a bunch of contestants, and like all reality shows, for some reason, they all have to live together in a house.
Of course.
I don't know why, but that's where TV's going, is everyone has to live together, and you get to watch them on closed-circuit television. Is that right?
Little voyeur thing, yeah.
You creep, yeah.
So. I'm like, big-time creep, yeah.
I've got $1 billion, but I'm watching these people change clothes. So, and the concept is, it's different from, say, The Apprentice. The Apprentice, people are trying to prove who would be the best CEO. What are they trying to prove on The Benefactor? Well,
you know, all the competitive reality shows are kind of progeny of Survivor.
Right.
You know, and Survivor is about surviving the elements. The Apprentice is about moving up the corporate ladder.
Right.
The Benefactor is about the dream, the American dream. Do you have what it takes to be successful? And then surviving me.
And so that means you've kind of left it up in the air about what that means to be successful. It's not just in this very linear corporate way. It's kind of up in the air.
Well, you know, I truly believe everybody's got inside of them something that makes them special. And I think I know what it takes to be successful. I mean, I know specifically what I'm looking for. And the fun part is that it's unpredictable. Different people doing different things, and me creating all kinds of fun tests.
And the winner gets $1 million.
Walks away with the check for $1 million.
Is that taxes? They pay taxes on that?
Yeah, they got to pay a little bit of taxes.
Okay, great. I don't know how you got around a lot of taxes, but I'm glad you did. I don't know what scheme you've got going on a little bit on $1 million. Now, what are some of the tests that you've put? You've made people. Some people have done some crazy things to try and get your attention and prove that they would be the best contestant. What's one of the strangest things someone did?
You know, there's $1 million at stake, and so people did some bizarre things in the auditions. One guy sent in a tape. He put a cow in front of him, and he said, like a real cow. And he said, "You think there's other people who do crazy things for $1 million? Watch this." He puts a glove, a plastic glove, stands behind the cow, goes 1, 2, 3. His arm disappeared up to his elbow. I don't know what he pulled out.
The cow should get the $1 million. The cow should get the $1 million. The cow's like, you get $1 million for punching me in the rectum? No, I don't think so. The cow should be wearing a top hat and driving a BMW at the end of the segment. You and Trump do not get along. I love it when billionaires battle, but you and Donald Trump are having a war of words. Why?
Well, he's just such an easy mark. You know, here he had the #1, I say had, the #1 TV show, #1 reality show last year, and he just likes to pick on me. So I would just fight right back, and every time he goes and does an interview, he gives us promotion and talks about the show. So, you know, I like him for doing that, but other than that, he's a jerk.
Well, have you seen my Trump impression, by the way? I have the best Trump impression next. All right, now listen, here's my question. My question is, he has out and out said that your show's gonna fail. He said it was gonna fail.
Yep.
And
he knows he knows as much about my show as he knows about casinos, as he knows about Trump Air, as he knows about Trump, the board game, as the USFL. I mean, I can go on.
Right. So this gets nasty. Now, Trump does have a good catchphrase on his show, "You're fired."
Right.
Do you have you need a catchphrase these days. What's your catchphrase?
I got a great catchphrase. Not when I fire people, not when I cut people, right? This is how I encourage people. People say, well, how do I challenge myself? How do I get through the test? And my line is, no balls, no babies.
Oh, my God.
Think about that. Think about that.
balls, no babies.
Is that not a great line?
What made you think of that?
The first time I
Well, I just left a doctor's office. I had some very disconcerting news.
I went to Vegas. The very first time I went to Vegas, the very first time I played blackjack and didn't know how to play.
Right.
I'm sitting there with the dealer at Caesars, and I didn't know whether to hit. I had some hand, and I said to the dealer, should I hit? And the guy goes, no balls, no babies. I thought, what a great line. That is the theme to my life.
Okay.
Right there.
All right,
you got to go for it.
I've got that image in my head and the cow with a hand. It's a wonderful evening for everybody. Well, the Benefactor airs Mondays at 8 p.m. on ABC, so check that out. Mark Cuban, thanks for being here. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with Emo Phillips. Stick around. We have a great show tonight. Stay tuned. Next week, we got some great guests coming up, including Selma Blair, going to be here, Matt LeBlanc, Wanda Sykes, Rob Lowe, Katie Holmes, Elvis Costello, much, much more. So watch those shows tonight. Emo Phillips. You don't want to miss Emo.